What's poppin'? It's your girl Malia and welcome back to the channel. I feel like that's so 2016, but it just comes natural when I put the camera in front of me. Today, we are gonna be making those viral cookie croissants. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you. They've been all over TikTok. Apparently, let me turn that down before we automatically just get a copyright infringement 5 minutes into this video, 5 seconds. Apparently there's a bakery in Paris I was making these. They went viral and now we're trying to make them at home today. Look at that. Oof. Ooey gooey goodness. So you take a croissant, you put cookie dough inside of it, on top of it. You put it in the oven just to get that outside crispy, and you want the center to still be ooey gooey deliciousness. I think we can do it. I believe in us. Little life update, I have a personal trainer now. I invested in my health because I just kept getting gym memberships and canceling them because I wasn't using it. So I was like, you know what? I need someone to yell at me. So I got a personal trainer. This is not in the meal plan, but life is about moderation. She's teaching me the 80-20. 80% healthy foods, that 20% of your life you can drink alcohol, you can eat bad food, and live your best life. So today we're tapping into that 20. Okay, so let me show you our ingredients and our supplies. This is a very simple one, y'all. Bake with me is very vague because we're gonna take pre-made croissants from Bonds and Nestle Toll House, chocolate chip, cookie dough mix, and we're just gonna combine them. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been stressed. One, because I love YouTube and I wanna create content, and just every time I film a video and then try to edit it, my laptop would freeze and all this stuff, so I got overwhelmed with that. That's honestly why you don't see a lot of YouTube videos from me. And two, I feel like, there's so many things, I'm not even gonna number them. There's a part of me that feels like I owe TikTok so much time because that's how I started. This is where I started, but that's how I started a career, a job. That's what pays my bills. And so every morning when I wake up, I make content every single day. I don't batch content unless I'm going on a trip or something, and that's not really the case because I usually take y'all on the trip. So I wake up in the morning and I think of what am I gonna film today? Or the night before, I've already planned out what my day looks like as far as what videos get filmed. And I film 3 to 5 videos every single day, edit them and post them pretty much in real time every single day. That takes a big portion of my mind. And then to go and try to still take some of that content and regenerate it for Instagram, where Instagram, I've just never thrived. I've never gained more than like 100 followers at a time. I've never had that growth. I've never taken off. It doesn't fulfill me in any way necessary. Like, that's when they say like, oh, like when people are like, when they say consistency, they mean it, but it's also like you have to be willing to stick to something without seeing any growth, without seeing the results you're willing to see. And I feel like that's the perseverance I've had on Instagram. It's like I've stayed consistent. I have posted at least 3 reels a week for like 2 years, and I still haven't seen my payoff yet, but I'm still doing it. But it definitely is hard to stay doing that and not seeing the results you want to see. And then now they're talking about getting rid of TikTok, and I'm just like, first of all, you're rude. There's bigger fish to fry. But I focused so hard on it for so long, and it could be gone tomorrow, literally. So I need to diversify my mind and not put all my eggs in one basket, especially when my YouTube community is so strong. And now I'm trying to grow on Snapchat. So if you guys want to see like the intimate moments behind the scenes, like what I think about in the car on my way home from an influencer event, and just random thoughts while I'm doing my skincare. I'm not so much, TikTok became a consumerist app where it's constantly like, oh, do you want to know what I'm drinking? Well, I'm drinking this from Trader Joe's. And it's like, it became like that because comments were, I feel like it all started with comments. A video would go viral of a girl dancing. Everyone wants to know where the shirt's from. And so then brands would want me to, I feel like it was just this spiral of just like being a consumer. But like Snapchat, I just feel like I can be entertainment. I feel like it's the behind the scenes that like, I don't have to be brand friendly. I don't have to be any certain way because it's like almost like a private story. But anywho, I'm rambling. I'm gonna take this behind the scenes picture and I'm gonna drop it on Snapchat and be like, can y'all guess what we're getting into tonight? I'm not good at taking aesthetic pictures. Like there's like crumbs in the corner. Like I don't know how to do this. I thought I made it cute. Good enough. Okay, let's get into this. I'm literally just gonna take my baking sheet. I guess I can preheat the oven. I'm more excited to eat the leftover of this raw than necessarily eating these. And I just had the oven on to make garlic naan for my dinner and buttered chicken. So the oven should heat pretty fast. I'm going to open up this cookie dough. But yeah, that's how I've been feeling recently. I'm not ranting by any means. I'm just kind of freely speaking, hopefully without judgment on the other end. But I will say my life, TikTok has changed my life. Me a year ago, I remember I signed my first four figure brand deal, literally like a year ago and some change. Like it was like March 2nd. And a brand wanted to do a video with me for like $2,000. And I was like, I'm quitting Outback. That was my sign from God. I asked him, am I on the right path? And I just went all in from there on, and I just saw so much growth personally as far as how I run a business, how I operate professionally, how that it's a very loosey-goosey job where you get to make your time schedule, how you're going to dedicate time, how you're going to do all these things. I learned how to handle my finances. I moved out. I now have to know how to pay rent and set up utilities and pay utilities and call the Wi-Fi guy to come out here when things go bad. You know, like I can't call mom on everything. While I'm sitting here talking, I'm gonna cut these in half and then we'll take on from there. But it taught me a lot about myself. It also taught me about my relationships, and I haven't necessarily lost anybody as far as friends from this drastic change in my life, because it is drastic. You hope that everybody's with you for the right reasons and stuff. And then it's also like I get these amazing opportunities of going to these events, and I get a +1, and who am I gonna pick? And are my other friends going to get upset that they weren't the pick this time and stuff like that? But I haven't lost anybody, but I've definitely had to put certain things into perspective as far as life seems so silly and funny to people that like this is my job, like in my friend group. Like, oh my gosh, Millie's our little influencer, like things like that. And not little like derogatory, but just like Millie's our influencer of the friends. Where if they go to something with me that's for my work, they might think like, oh, we can have a time and get blackout drunk and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, girl, if I didn't make my TikTok, if I didn't get my picture right, like I'm working. And I'm also like out here networking a little bit with the people that are hosting that invited me, to other girls and stuff. So I just, did I put that one backwards? No. Yeah, I've just been learning. Randomly in the middle of me doing one version of content, I'll start thinking about how else can I repurpose this same content, this same activity. And it's like, oh, if I just take mini clips of what I'm doing, it can be another video. But Jamal's birthday is this weekend, and he's playing in March Madness, so that's really exciting. I'm surprising him. So He goes to Dominguez Hills. I'm taking my cookie dough and I'm gonna put it on the inside. I'll show you guys right now. See, I'm just gonna put it in these little pockets and then it'll be delicious. That's my final say on that. So he plays in Dominguez, which is LA. And the first round of this March Madness is being held at Cal State LA. So they're actually staying in a hotel. And so that means like Friday after the game, he can't just like go get dinner with me and then come home with me. He has to stay there. So I'm surprising him and I have a hotel room at the same hotel. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna go to the game. And then after the game, I'm gonna find out from his teammates which room he's in, knock on the door, surprise him, bring him to my room, which this should all be okay as far as rules and stuff. I don't know. We're grown. Like, come on, coach. Let him sleep in my room. But I'm gonna try tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go to Party City and get balloons, the little ones that say happy birthday and maybe a little number. And it should be fun. I feel like I did a lot of cookie up in here. So I'm doing 2 with 2 circles and 1 with 1 little cookie on the inside. And then I'm gonna do very little cookie on the outside. Y'all, I'm bald. I got my lashes taken off. Oh, it's so nice having them on as far as just like going to the gym and running little errands and like literally brow gel and out the door. But then it's like sometimes I just want to look natural. And they're very in your face, to say the least. Okay, so they're all stuffed. Slay. Sorry, I don't have, this is like a vlog style. I don't have all the angles. I don't have the right tripod to do that. Like you either see this or you see me. But I'm gonna take a little ball and I'm gonna break it into like 2. And then I'm gonna like mash them down flat and place it on there. Yeah. This is gonna take up all my cookie dough. I'm kind of pissed. I'm about to read this and see. So $3.50 for 12 to 13 minutes. I'm gonna do 6 and see how that goes. Because the last thing I want are for these croissants to burn. I don't want my fire alarm to go off either. Here they go. I'll see you guys in 6 minutes, or if the fire alarm goes off. Put your bets in now. Now, I don't think it's the best baker in me, but it's been 6 minutes. I have not checked at all. Let's see how they're looking. Do I even know where my oven mitts are? I do. 1. Okay, perfect. 2. Perfect. Great. This is tough because you don't want the croissant to burn. Alexa, set a timer for 2 more minutes.
You have no active timers, so I'll start 1. 2 minutes, starting now.
That was kind of giving a smart mouth tone to me. I don't know if I liked that. If my kids talked to me like that, I'd be mad. Tomorrow, I don't see my personal trainer, but on Mondays and Fridays, I work out by myself and she gives me workouts to do. So tomorrow, I have to jump rope for 10 minutes, 45 seconds on, 30 seconds off, something like that. And then she gave me 3 ab workouts to superset basically and do 3 times each workout. So it's like, oh, as I'm making these croissant cookies, we did like my BMI and all this stuff. And first of all, it told me my weight. Never weighed that a day in my life. I also know I'm 24. My metabolism is slowing down, but I didn't need the machine to literally say that my metabolism has slowed down. She goes, most women at 24 are going to be like an 18,000, whatever measurement it was. And I was at like 1680 something. I was like, great. Alexa, stop. So that was kind of like a little defeating. She's like, we're not going based off of your weight. We're going based off we want your muscle mass to go up and your body fat to go down. That's really all we're here to do. And I was like, okay, great. But she goes, it's like a 60-40. You gotta eat right. Because your eating is that 60%, your 40% is gonna be how you train your body so that everything sits the way you want it to sit. And so we've been doing a lot of legs and stuff. But in my workouts with her, we don't do abs. And I'm like, that's where I would love some help. My mom always said that she carried her weight in her like love handles. And I definitely see that because my waist just goes rectangle when I'm living my best life and not worrying about working out or what I'm eating. So I've definitely been a little bit insecure about that. It all started when I was in Austin, Texas, to do that Tough Mudder. If you guys saw that Netflix ad on my page, which was a great experience. But going through the obstacle course, I thought I would suck, but I thought saying I would suck in my head and then me doing it, it'd be so much better, and it wasn't. I literally just sucked, and everybody around me was pulling themselves up and all this stuff. But not only did I physically feel like fatigued and not able to do certain things, which some of it I just based off of, I'm not that coordinated. Some of it was just coordination. But also, like, I was in these shorts and this top, and basically how much skin is out right now is how much skin was out there. And I saw my body in broad daylight, dimply and cellulite and squished and stuff. And it was just like, dang, that's not how I want to see myself. So what are we going to do to fix it? But I hate the options to fix it because it means stop eating Taco Bell and In-N-Out. So that's ridiculous. But I've been drinking way more water. Shout out Hydro Jug. I paid for this with my own money, but shout out Hydro Jug. Alexa, stop. I'm for sure taking them out now because last time it was already kind of like, ooh, what are you doing not taking them out? Yeah. This is what they're looking like. I don't want to drop them. Oh, they're sliding. The cookies look pretty much done. And so hopefully the inside is still ooey gooey ooey, you know? But I'm gonna let them cool literally just for a second, and then we'll do a taste test. Thanks for listening to me rant. I know I can be more vulnerable on this platform. People are more understanding and stuff. And I know some of it sounds like first world problems, but I do feel safe with you guys to just talk about how I feel. Living alone, you kind of are like, let's turn off the oven before we start a fire. But living alone, you're kind of like, you go your whole day, and no matter what your day looks like, if it's all great or all terrible, I don't really have people to just vent to at home. Like, I could FaceTime Jamal, but if I'm FaceTiming him, he's probably moving around, and if we are just sitting still talking, that's great, but it's not often. I used to, like, when my mom would come home, we'd all go downstairs, me, my mom, my sister, and just sit down and talk about our days. And sometimes that's an aspect of living at home that I miss. But I also, like, I have worries that they're gonna ban TikTok and that I'm gonna lose my strongest by miles stream of income. And like, I've saved for a rainy day and everything like that, but I know it would mentally mess me up to have to move home. And not that I have a bad home life, but just to be shown what, like, chasing your dreams and following your dreams and working hard at them could do for you. This apartment is the biggest blessing ever in my life. And to feel like that could be taken away, it's scary. It's scary because I wake up every day and thank God. I wake up every single day and I'm just like, this is my life. Like, who would have thunk it? And I stay working hard. I've never been like, oh, I see people get to where I'm at and stuff, and they're like, oh, well, I have all the brand deals I need. Like, I'm only going to post when I have a brand deal. Or like, I have all the money I need. I'm only going to post when I have a brand deal. Or I'll post like once a week. I've stayed consistent posting 2 to 3 times a day for 2 years because I like making content. I don't have to make all those videos if I just want to make the money. I like making content. So also like my brain, my creative part of my brain won't get to, it's going to have to adjust because there's other platforms. And that's just what I'll have to do is adjust to other platforms. But I love what I do. But yeah. I also get kind of sad sometimes because I'm not necessarily in the niche that I want in a sense. I make beauty content, I make fashion content, I make food content, I make lifestyle content. I like making all the contents. But for some reason the beauty realm, as far as brands, don't acknowledge me yet, which is just puts a goal in front of me that I'm running towards. Cause it's like the other night, Kylie Cosmetics had a big event. Fashion Nova, I work with Fashion Nova, currently signed on contract. They had a big event in LA, wasn't invited. There'll be these Garnier Fructis hair products, cute little dinners at Nobu. Every wash day ever has Garnier Fructis in it, and they all get great views, but somehow I'm just like not on those people's radar. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I'm working towards it. And that's my goal, is to be like recognized by the brands that I love. So, I don't know, this was just a big old therapy session, and we're gonna have cookies in therapy. And thank y'all for going through this journey with me. All right, I'll be back when the cookies are cooled. I need to just bite. Okay. I have our delicious plate of croissant cookies. I'm so excited. I think I actually did this right. They're like, you guys hear that like crispiness? I don't want to pick it up and like have it all like flake apart, but I am gonna have you guys watch the behind the scenes of my TikTok reaction. I feel like this is just the best of both worlds right here. That y'all saw the journey, they're gonna see the reaction, and y'all are gonna see how I go through this process. But okay, let's try out. They smell delicious. I want to dip them with some milk, but I don't got no milk, so anywho. I couldn't go to Paris to try the I couldn't go to Paris to try the viral cookie croissants, so I made them here at home. Let's try them. Okay, ready? Oh, you see how it's gooey? So you have it, the cookie on the inside gooey. Oof. I couldn't go to Paris to try the viral cookie croissants, so I made them here at home. Let's try them. If you want to see how I made these, you're gonna have to check out my YouTube video where we baked in chat. I don't know which one I want to do, but I think this one looks the best. This is like one of the only recipes I've been able to do correctly, it looks like. Oh, you see how it's gooey? The cookie on the inside gooey, and then you have the croissant on the outside too. Let's try her. I'm not even like the biggest baked goods type of girl. Like I'm a candy and chips person, and this is delicious. Listen to this crunch. This is amazing. I think this is one of my favorite desserts I've literally ever had. As far as like cookies and cakes and pazookies and all that stuff goes, this is the best. Like, look at that. Oof. I've only eaten this little side to this big old croissant. One is enough. I don't know why I thought I needed 4 all to myself. Y'all need to try these. That's it. Y'all. I literally only had a piece this big. Like, look at the size of the croissant, what it was. Look how much is still left. The cookie on the inside plus the cookie on the outside is a lot of cookie. But look at it literally oozing out. And there's still a cookie on top. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. And as far as like easiness, y'all saw like I can't do nothing. And I was able to do this. You just need cookie dough and pre-made croissants. If y'all want to get all Nara Smith and make your own croissant, y'all can do that, but I'm not. Incredible. Incredible. Well, that just undid my whole workout from today, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you're subscribed. Stay tuned for more and comment video ideas you guys want to see down below. Thank you guys for letting me debrief with you and just giving me a safe place on the internet to come and talk when the internet can be very scary. My goal is a video a week. I think I can do it. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.